Peace and welcome to Danica Marie Dope Discussions. I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in right now. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I had to get a few things in order before I came on live. So please take this time and use this time right now to like the video, share the video, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified when we go live in the future. All right. I see so far we have 25 beautiful crown heads and counting. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the discussion, y'all. I don't want to hold y'all too long. And I see all of y'all beautiful crown heads in the comments. Hey, Aslam. Hey, the intellect. Big homie said Taylor, Bradley, Roberto, Kenny, T. Tyrell, Wu Amun, Saga Sin, Sasha, Eddie, Bradley, Calvin, Varen B9, Surreptitious, got it this time, Still Humble, Lavin Thompson, Big Taylor Made, Brandon Whitfield. I see now we have 100 beautiful crown heads in the building. Let's go ahead and get it started, you guys. I see all of y'all, though. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I love you. I just don't want to hold you guys up too long because y'all know my videos be long as fuck and I talk too much. Okay, but let's get into it. I want to talk about 5 reasons why women are intimidated by you. Thank you, Aslam, for your Cash App donation. I appreciate it. I want to talk about why some women, fellas, may be intimidated by you. I have a lot of men that come to me and they're like, I feel like I'm a good catch. I feel like I have, this, that, and the third going for me. Why is it that I can't seem to keep a woman on my team? Why come I seem to run women off? What is it about me? And a lot of you guys don't take into consideration the fact that you could very well be intimidating to a lot of women. Now, let me make this quick disclaimer. To a queen, a goddess, an empress, whatever you want to call her, okay? A real woman is essentially what all of those things embody. When it comes to a real woman, we're not intimidated by you. We want you. We need you. We recognize your importance and your value, and we want to do whatever it takes to be on your team because we know and understand that we can build empires with you. All right. When a queen sees a king, when an empress sees an emperor, shit. When a goddess sees a god, we getting ready to create. We're getting ready to build together. All right. We're getting ready to conquer some things. So there are women out there, fellas, that want to compliment you, not compete with you. There are women out there that are not intimidated by you. They're inspired and intrigued by you. So let's put that out there. But I will say, just to be honest, a lot of women are intimidated. A lot of women are not goddesses. A lot of women are not queens. A lot of women are not empress. They're not that kind of material. They're not built for you. They have some work to do. And I understand that you guys are met with that a lot of the time. Thank you, Tyrell Nash, for your Cash App donation. Thank you. And shout out to you, Sultan, for your donation. All right. They have to work on themselves. They have not reached that level of queendom, of goddessness yet, of empressness yet. And so that's what you guys are being met with. But I want to give you guys 5 reasons why women, I would say a lot of women, not all of them, or some women will be intimidated by you. Number 1 on my list, fellas, is she can't control you. All right? She can't control you. I got my note cards, y'all. Y'all know why, I brainstorm and I come up with some things and I present it to you guys. Sadly, there are many women that are used to controlling a man and making them do whatever she says without hesitation, no matter how bogus or unreasonable the demand or request is. This makes a woman expect for a man not to challenge her or her authority. And when a man does not go for her antics and bend to her will, she gets intimidated and either lashes out or flees and goes to the next man that is weaker than you that she can control. I see we got 162 beautiful crown heads. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe, you guys. It's a lot of men that need to hear this. It's a lot of women out there going to be pissed off about this, but that's because they have something within them that they need to work on. That's not my problem. Okay, that's not my problem. And since my platform is majority men, and majority men come to me with these issues, I have to address it. All right? I have to give y'all the game. She can't control you. Sadly, fellas, it's a lot of women out there that are used to being dictators. They're used to calling the shots. All right? They're used to bad-mouthing men and, you know, making a man do whatever it is that she told him. Not that she asked, but I told you to do this. You need to do it. It's a lot of women that have that mentality because, unfortunately, just like it's a lot of women out there that, you know, possess those traits, it's a lot of weak-ass dudes out here that will go for that. And so what happens is women start to believe that all men are like that. And so if I run into weak man after weak man after weak man, and I'm able to, you know, essentially bounce my invisible balls, okay, and give orders and dictate and control in that way, then I believe that to be law. This is what it is. This is the reality. The reality is men don't know what they want. Men don't know how to run shit. Men don't know how to do this, that, and the third. So I have to step up and do this. And a lot of women get caught up in that, and so where it builds this ego. And this ego comes into play to where it's like, if you're not, you know, doing what I say, what is this? Let me leave. Let me go to the next man that I can control. They take it as disrespect when they can't control you because it's like, who the fuck you think you are? A man, a king, a god. That's what the fuck I am. I don't think it, I know it. You know, so they're sizing you up. Because let's just be real, unfortunately, there's a lot of women out there who feel the same way. They feel like they are the god. They are the king. You know, they are the emperor. I run this. Because again, they're not used to having a man that embodies what it is to be a man. So they just automatically assume that all men are that weakling type of energy. So when you come along and you're like, look, I don't know what you used to, but I'm this and I'm that, and you're exuding that from your essence, from your core. You're not bouncing your balls intentionally, trying to dictate and, you know, just be a asshole or just try to be some kind of dictator or anything of that nature. You're just being who you naturally are, which is a masculine man that, you know, is not going to go for the okie doke. You know, you're not just going to bend to somebody's will just because. You know, they have to be worthy of certain things. What they're requesting has to make sense to you, you know? And so when you unfortunately have a lot of men out there that are not of your nature, okay? They're not bosses. They're not gods. They're not kings. They're not emperors. They're not real men out here. They give you guys a bad rap and they make it harder for you guys when you are, you know, dating around with these women. Because these women have become accustomed to dealing with men in a certain way. And so you either intimidate them and it's like, well, damn, I'm not used to this. And they want to, retreat. Or it's like, damn, I'm not used to this. Who the fuck you think you are? You know what I'm saying? So it's either they want to retreat in a, in a fearful type of, energy, or it's like she wants to challenge you. Okay, so before I flee and go to the next man out here that I can control, I got to let you know that, you can't run me. Who the hell you think you are for you to feel like I can't control you? I can't call the shots. So she'll still end up leaving you because there is still a source of intimidation. She just has a different way of dealing with it. That's her tactic, is trying to intimidate you back. Okay? So fellas out there, if you're having a hard time finding a decent woman to settle down with, and you keep finding women after woman after woman that's like, man, I don't understand what's going on. Why are they fleeing? Why am I having a difficult time? It could be because a lot of women out there are used to controlling a man, and you cannot be controlled. And she doesn't like that. That intimidates her. That makes her want to flee and just be like, I'm done with you. She probably even ghosts you. She probably won't even give you any feedback. You just don't hear from her anymore. Or she wants to intimidate you back. Okay, I gotta bounce my imaginary balls on you. Then I'm gonna go. Or they can potentially try to stay. A lot of women, they'll try to force you into submission, if you will. Like, you a challenge. I just need to, twist and whip you into shape. Then I can control you. But if you a real man and you a god and you an empress, not an empress, but an emperor or a king, you ain't standing for that. You're gonna go. But that's number one on our list, you guys. I see we have 262 beautiful crowners in the building. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe, all right? Let's move head along to the second thing on our list, you guys. Out of the 5 reasons why women are intimidated by you. And the second thing on my list, fellas, is you don't tolerate disrespect. You don't tolerate disrespect. This is a big one. Shout out to you, Unrockable3, for your donation. He says, thank you for sharing your wisdom. Everyone, let's donate at least $1 and like the video to show our support. She goes hard, speaking straight facts and keeping it 100. Look, y'all can send me if everybody send me $1, that would be beautiful, but you don't have to. But you do need to like the damn video, though. Okay, at least do that for me, and I appreciate it. Again, thank you, Unrockable3, for your donation. The support is gladly and greatly appreciated. And shout out to you, Redbird 101, for your donation. He says, what's good, Danica? What's good, Redbird? We chilling. We getting into some things tonight. Y'all like the video. 274 of us. You don't tolerate disrespect. Says true facts. Sadly, once again, there are a lot of men that allow their women to walk all over them, talk to them as if they are slaves and peasants, and boss them around due to that woman being the so-called apple of that man's eye. This puts it in a woman's mind that if a man loves you and honors you, then he would allow you to essentially disrespect him. Okay? If a man stands up for himself, she will be intimidated and or feel slighted, unloved, and disrespected because her disrespect was checked and or rejected. Like I said, fellas, there's some women out there that are used to having men be doormats, be pushovers, be easily manipulated, be controlled like number one, okay? And it gives you guys a hard time because when she's used to that type of behavior, it makes it seem like when you are, pretty much checking her, that you are disrespecting her. And they're not the same. But for a lot of women, it could translate into that because, again, I'm used to men bending to my will. So if you're not bending to my will and if I'm barking orders at you and you like, hold up, who you talking to? Let's, bring that back. Now she feels slighted. Now she feels like you don't love her. A lot of women equate your tolerance for disrespect as a measure of your love. And that's something that a lot of women need to work on. We are used to seeing our mothers, seeing our grandmothers, seeing our aunts, whomever, boss men around. And a lot of the times they be weak ass dudes. Let's just be real. It be some weak ass dudes out here, unfortunately. And so they grow up internalizing those things like, okay, I can talk to my man like that. I can tell him I ain't gonna do this and I ain't gonna do that. I can, call him a lazy piece of shit. I can call him a bitch ass nigga. I can do all of this. Okay, cool. And he gonna, do what I want him to do because, I run this. So they grow up, they internalize this, and they run into a lot of men that are just like those types of guys that their mothers dealt with, their grandmothers, their aunts, their sisters, their cousins. And so, again, this must be the wave. This must be reality. This must be how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to disrespect my man whenever I feel slighted or whenever I see fit. And so if you come through once again and you like, hold up, who the fuck you think you're talking to? You won't talk to me like that. I won't tolerate that. Now she feels intimidated in that way. And again, she may meet you with hostility because, again, that's a part of her internally battling within herself. Like, okay, I feel challenged. And when you feel challenged, you retreat or you want to fight. And a lot of women, it can resort into both, okay? It could be like, well, I'm going to leave your bitch ass because you ain't trying to listen to what I'm saying. You like, woman, I feel you. I understand what you want. However, you are not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to belittle me. You're not going to call me out of my name. You're going to respect me. But she's not used to that. So now you kind of called out the little girl in her. Because let's be real, you guys, a lot of women that are like this, as far as being intimidated by these qualities, as far as a man not being able to be controlled, a man not being able to, tolerate disrespect, that is an insecurity thing. A lot of these types of women have insecurity issues. All right. So they don't entirely feel that good about themselves. They're not really that sure of themselves. So when a man challenges them and makes them feel like, her authority over him, her dictatorship over him is not being tolerated, it's like, whoa, what the fuck is this? So in the inside, she's really like confused. She's really like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's not, bending to my will. Oh my God, I can't believe he's checking me, in the most respectful way possible. I'm not saying when you check a woman, you're supposed to be disrespectful back, but you're letting it be clear. You won't talk to me like that. And I can feel it. When a real man approaches, when a God approaches, when an emperor approaches, when a real, a king approaches, we can feel your energy. Like I'm saying, it's permeating throughout. I can feel it throughout. You don't have to curse me out. You don't have to get loud. You don't have to flex. Like, I feel it. You know what I mean? We can feel your energy when you are who you are. And so that can intimidate a woman in the inside. You know, it's like, well, hold up. The little girl, the little insecure girl in me is a little scared. You know, he's calling out he's playing on my insecurities a little bit. But I can't let him see that. All right. So that's where you get the hostility. That's where you get, you know, that woman wanting to flee and go after somebody else that's a little bit less than you, because she can manipulate that. She can control that. She can disrespect that. That's easier for her to deal with than a man that's coming through like, I'm a man and you're going to treat me as such. I'm a man and you're going to speak to me as such. I'm a man and you will approach me as such. You will respect me as such. A lot of women are not used to that because of the society that we live in. Let's just be real. The society that we live in, it teaches women to be that disrespectful, loud, aggressive, masculine type of energy. So when a man comes through with that energy and it's authentically him, because again, a man is authentically masculine. A man is, you know, authentically, you know, dominant. She can't take it. All right, because hers is essentially a front. Let's just be real. A lot of women out there are dominant as far as, you know, being masculine and manly and superior. I'm so powerful, which we are. Let's just be real. We are in our different ways. Okay. But when it comes off to be that real macho, manly type of energy, it's a front. It's a coping mechanism to help her feel good about the insecure child that resides inside of her, to keep her from being hurt. So when you don't tolerate disrespect, it's like, hold up. I can't deal with this. This is unfamiliar territory. How do I cope with this? Okay, I'm going to check him. I'm going to disrespect him. I'm going to let him know I'm the boss. But when it comes to a real man, you ain't going to tolerate that shit, and she's going to be intimidated, and she's going to flee. Shout out to us, y'all. We got 335 beautiful crown heads. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe, you guys. Let me see. Shout out to you, Victor, for your donation. He says, female Patrice O'Neal. Shout out to you, Dante. He says, keep bringing this good content. I'm going to try. Shout out to you, Counselor Maury. You always show love. He says, good content. Thank you, you guys. I try to bring y'all some good stuff. Shout out to you, JJ. He says, love from the UK. You be kicking that real every time. I try, you guys. I really do. Did we have any more donations? Y'all know I be trying to show y'all love. I'm not taking nothing for granted. Thank you, Roberto, for your donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, True King, for your donation. I appreciate it. Y'all know I love y'all. All right. TZ Frank, he says, donating to the collection plate. Salute, Queen. Thank you, TZ. All right. Yes, Cray. Make sure they hit that notification bell as well, because we do go live randomly sometimes. But fellas, a lot of times it's nothing wrong with you as to why these women are fleeing. It's everything to do with that woman. Okay? Something within her needs to have work. Let's move head along to the third thing, you guys, on our list out of the 5 reasons why women are intimidated by you. Oh, this is really important. The third thing is you are focused and disciplined. You are focused and disciplined. Many women like to use sex and sex appeal as a means of manipulating a man into giving her what she wants. When a man shows that he is not easily moved or swayed by sex, looks, or other surface level things, this can cause her to become intimidated because she is used to those things being given to her, and she's used to those things being given to her and being her go-to tactics. So a lot of women have the go-to tactic of, I couldn't read my damn handwriting, y'all. Y'all know how I be. I just be rushing and shit. A lot of women, you have this weak game of, okay, I can control him. I can manipulate him by flirting with him, by showing my body, by being sexy, or using sex as a way or as a means of getting my way. But when a man comes through, it's like, that's cool and all, but no, that's cool and all, but what else, is it to you? She's thrown off. Because let's just be real, fellas, it's a lot of women out here who don't have that much more to offer you. Okay, they don't have much more to offer you outside of sex and sex appeal. So if I can't use that to my advantage, what is this? What kind of species of a man are you? Are you serious? I can't, get a rise out of you by sex, by my sexual antics? What is this? You know what I mean? So when you come through and you're like, I'm not easily distracted by that. That shit is cute. It's cool. But ultimately, I'm looking for something a little bit more substantial, a little bit more concrete than that. When it comes to a woman, when it comes to me as a man, dishing out my energy, dishing out my resources, and or anything that I have, of quality to give to a woman, I need that woman to give me more than just sex. Because again, I'm focused on my goals. I'm focused on my aspirations. I'm focused on my dreams. I'm focused on building things, again, that are substantial, again, that are concrete. And if a woman can't come through and add value to my life to help me build these things, to help me build more upon these things, rather, add some kind of value to what I already have, I have no real use for her. So women can get intimidated and be like, well, damn, I really don't have much else to offer him. So, I mean, he's kind of challenging me. He's making me have to do better. He's making me have to up my ante. I don't like this. I ain't used to that. Let me go after a man that is a little bit more surface level. He's not as deep. Okay, because again, I don't have to do much but, deep throat this and throw that ass back here and, put on this sexy dress this time. And he's going to, throw everything at me. He's going to throw the bag at me. Anything that I want, I'm going to get. Because, again, that man is operating from a lower level. But you come through and you focus and you discipline and you like, hell nah. Women get intimidated by that. Because, again, you're forcing her to step her game up. And this leads me into number 4, which is you expect for her to bring more to the table besides her looks and sex. Okay? A lot of women are not used to that. Okay, let's read number 4. There are some women that want the luxuries of having a man that can provide and protect, but don't want to have to contribute much to the relationships besides her attractiveness and sex. So when a man expects for a woman to contribute in any capacity, they become intimidated because her looks and sex is all that she has. It's a lot of women out there, unfortunately, that's all that I have is my looks. That's all that I have is good sex. I don't know how to be supportive. I don't know how to be nurturing. I don't know how to help you, get another bag. I don't know how to speak life into you. I don't know how to inspire you outside of giving you a direction. I don't know. And so when you come to a woman and you're like, I'm not moved by the exterior. I'm not moved by how good you feel on a physical level. I'm moved by what you can bring to me, what kind of value you can add to my life. That's what moves me as a man. That's what I'm looking for in a queen, in an empress. In a real woman, that's what I'm looking for. A lot of women don't know anything outside of that. I don't know anything outside of my vagina, outside of my head game, outside of, just being pretty. I don't know. So when a man comes through and he's like, I need a woman that is intellectual. I need a woman that is ambitious. I need a woman that can add more value to what I'm already bringing to the table. I need a woman that knows and understands that she is not the prize. I am not the prize. But our relationship and what we can build together as a team, that's the damn prize. That's the grand prize. She's, intimidated. She's put off by that. And that's where you have a lot of insecure women, because again, a lot of us are insecure that have these kind of feelings. When it comes to men like this, it makes her, want to get abrasive. She wants to tell you that you just a broke, dusty ass dude, because a real man would take care of me. A real man wouldn't have me bring anything outside of my looks and sex to the table. A real man. And it's like, no. A real man would expect for a real woman to come at him direct and in the same capacity that he's coming. He needs a woman that's going to match him. And so when you come to that woman and you're expecting certain things, as far as a woman that is supportive, as far as a woman that is able to speak life into you, a woman that can cater to you, a woman that respects you, a woman that can be submissive to you, a woman that can help you bring more money, to the table. A lot of women get it misconstrued and feel like because a man is supposed to be a provider and a protector, that alleviates her from having to contribute in that way as well. No. And I think a lot of men get that misunderstood as well when I say that the man should be the one that is ultimately the breadwinner. We had the whole 50-50 conversation before, and a lot of men get their boxes in the bunch when your girls say, a man should be the sole provider and the protector. And while I believe that to be true, I still believe that a woman should, bring something else to the table as well, something more to the table as well, in a financial capacity as well. Okay, I'm not saying that a woman should just be sitting on her ass, collecting your check, spending your money, and that's just it. No, she can contribute too. She can pay a bill too. I just don't believe that she should be doing as much. But should she be contributing in some way? Yes. Your woman can pay the light bill, but you paying the rent. And you paying the car note, and you paying the insurance, or she's paying the light bill and the groceries, or she's but it shouldn't be to where your woman doing all of that. No, that's your job. You should be contributing a lot more, but that does not alleviate or take away her responsibilities as well. She's still responsible for her contributions as well. And I feel like that's where you guys get it misconstrued. And while it's a lot of women out there that are intimidated because you are expecting more from her in that relationship, you're expecting her to contribute monetarily, what little that she can. You're expecting her to, cook, and you're expecting her to clean. You're expecting her to be, this catering, submissive, loving, nurturing type of energy. It's some women out there, which leads me into number 5, that are intimidated because you are the go-getter and you are the breadwinner. So this is kind of twofold. It's different levels to this. You have some women out there that are intimidated because you are expecting them to contribute. You are expecting them to bring something to the table of value outside of their looks and sex. And there's some women out there that are intimidated because you bring more to the table. You are ambitious. You are a go-getter. I don't like that. Because again, this ties into number one. She can't control you. Like I keep saying, a lot of women that possess this mindset, they're very insecure. So number five, you're a go-getter and you're a breadwinner, okay? There are many women that like being the breadwinner and are more ambitious, okay? These types of women are very insecure and feel as though men need to be tamed by them not having as much as she has. Therefore, making her feel needed when a man comes to the table with more than she does. This can play into her insecurities of abandonment and not feeling needed or in control. Okay, let's reread that again because I think I skipped some lines. And I really want you guys to get the whole gist of this. Okay, there are many women that like being the breadwinner and the more ambitious one in the relationship to make herself feel as though she is in control and that man will never stray from her. Okay, these types of women are very insecure and feel as though men need to be tamed by them not having as much as she has, therefore making her feel needed. When a man comes to the table with more than she does, this can play into her insecurities of abandonment and not feeling needed and in control. Okay, so now I like how we hit on all of that. I skipped some lines. That was very important and powerful if you paid attention. There are some women that are so insecure that they feel like they need to be in control as far as having more money, having more material possessions, having more leverage, if you will, than that man. That way she can kind of, in her mind, guarantee her spot in that man's life. I know that if you need me, you are less likely to abandon me. Again, plays back into insecurity issues. A lot of women are used to men leaving them and cheating on them and, abandoning them and all of these different things. They never had a man like you that was solid on their foundation, solid on their square. You're not trying to cheat on her. You're not trying to leave her. You know your position as a man, okay? You're not trying to do those things, but because she's used to men doing those things to her, again, she has embedded that within her subconscious mind. So now she feels like that is reality. The reality is men are cheaters. The reality is men don't know how to be self-disciplined. The reality is men need to be tamed. So for me to do those things, for me to remain in control and to have that power, I need a man that has less than me. So when you come through and you have more than her, and you're like, look, I want to take care of you. I want to be here for you. I'm supposed to provide and protect. That is supposed to be the dynamic. She's not used to that. Again, she feels challenged by that. So now it's like, hold up. The fuck? I got my own money. I don't need you. I got the bag. You need me. I got this degree. I make this kind of money. I drive this kind of car. I got this kind of apartment. I got this kind of house. I wear these kind of clothes. I got these kind of shoes. Again, her insecurity speaking loud. But deep down inside, that little girl within her, that little insecure girl within her is just afraid that you will abandon her. It's just afraid that you won't need her. It's just afraid that you want her. Her position in your life is not solidified unless she does have something that you need from her. But she doesn't realize that what you need from her is that nurturing quality. What you need from her is that support. What you need from her is that love. What you need from her is that companionship. What you need from her is that understanding. What you need from her is that, that patience. She thinks what you need from her is all of those material type of things. Again, a lot of us women are confused with our positions. We try to be the man. A man don't need a man. A man needs a woman. A king don't need another king. I need a queen. It's duality around here. We're supposed to balance each other out. And that's where a lot of women get confused, And they don't understand why they're running men off. Because I feel like I got to compete with you. No. Hell no. I'm competing with the outside world. I need to come home and compete with my woman. Fuck that. But that's where you guys are being met with that resistance and that force, is because a lot of women feel like in order to keep a man, you have to have more than him. In order to make a man stay, you have to be needed. Because again, they're used to dealing with weak ass dudes that do need a place to stay. That do need her check. That do need her degree. So that's my list, you guys. I see we have 415 of us in the building. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. Let's do a quick recap before I get in these comments and get off of here. Our first thing on our list out of the 5 reasons why women are intimidated by you. Number 1 was she can't control you. Number 2 was you don't tolerate disrespect. Number 3 was you are focused and disciplined. Number 4 was you expect for her to bring more to the table besides her looks and sex. And number 5 was you're a go-getter and the breadwinner. All right. All right, you guys. 426 of us. Y'all like the video. Let me see what y'all say in the comments. Thank you, Black Introvert, for your donation. He says, hey, Danica, you're doing the Lord's work. Keep it up. Thank you, Black Introvert. I appreciate you. Y'all like the video. Shout out to you, Grind Smart. He says, peace, queen. I have been retaining my seed for 30 days. And I've noticed that when I tell a woman I'm on my purpose and I'm not having sex, they don't know what to do. They can't manipulate me. Ooh. And see, that ties back into number 3. You're focused and disciplined. You're not easily moved by sex. So if I can't manipulate you in that way, because that's a lot of women's go-to tactic. Let me use sex. Let me use my looks. Let me, finesse the situation. When you say I ain't going for that, it's like, hold up, what can I do then? You're making her have to step her game up, and a lot of women are not going to tolerate that, unfortunately. Shout out to you, Travis, for your donation. He says, moral of the story, gentlemen, get your life up, mouthpiece up, body up, and don't worship sex. You will get more quality women eventually, and the weak women will ghost you. Have options like them. Woo! True indeed. True indeed, y'all. Like, you have to be on your square and on your purpose as a man, y'all. You can't be easily manipulated by your body. Like, you have to have control over your sexual urges. A lot of women can play on that if you're not careful. All right. Thank you, Travis Banks, for your donation. He says, let's get it, Empress. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. That was my list. I got to get in this kitchen and cook. I appreciate you guys so much for being in attendance. I'm going to try to go and read some of y'all comments later. Let me see. Eric says, I agree. A man should pay more so he can have control. 50-50 is no respect. And y'all know what? I talked a little bit about this in my book. It'll be out next month. We go into a little bit more detail about it. I don't have a problem with what you said. entirely, Eric, but I don't feel like anybody should be trying to use anything as a means of control over anybody. Okay, I don't want you guys to have that in your mind that you need to be trying to control somebody or manipulate them, or none of that should be happening in your relationship. And if it is, that says a lot about your insecurities and theirs. You should be with somebody that you don't have to have anything over their heads in order for them to do right by you. And the moment that you do, that shows that that's a weak foundation. I shouldn't have to have money for you to want to be with me. I shouldn't have to have money for me to have a say so. You should just love me and honor me and respect me that much. So I don't want you guys to have that mentality. You do need to have more as far as, or do more rather, as far as contributing to your household, because again, it's your castle, you're the king, that's your position. But never try to use that as a point of controlling a woman. You can't control anybody. All right. But let me get my ass up off of here, you guys. I love y'all. I respect y'all. Thank you so much for coming through with the girl and talking to us. I hope that I had, a lot of great things on my list that you guys can take home and, internalize and apply to yourself to see, okay, is a woman is she intimidated? Am I dealing with weak ass women? Do I need to, change my surroundings? I hope all of that is going through your mind to ultimately help you make better decisions when it comes to women, and just knowing what's going on as it pertains to women that you may be encountering that, seems to be off with you as far as finding quality women. A lot of men come to me like, I don't understand why women are running away. I don't understand why women don't want me. I don't understand why women do. They're probably intimidated. Okay. And so this list can help you guys out and figure out what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with the insecure, weak type of females that are doing some of these things on my list? Okay. Or are you dealing with high caliber women that respect you, that are not turned off by these things on my list? That's up to you to decipher. But I'm going to get my ass up over here, you guys. I love y'all. I respect y'all. Danica Marie, peace, much love. Thank you guys so much for the donations, the subscriptions, the, what do they call you guys? The memberships, all of that, the likes, the dislikes, the comments. Thank you. I love y'all. I got to go, though. I respect y'all. Come on back. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Danica Marie. Got to go.